Well, I'll be showing you today how to use the Cosori air fryer. But first, I've got a really big confession to make. I've wanted to use a Cosori air fryer for ages just to see what all the fuss is about and how it compares to my love for the Philips air fryer. Well, they sent me one some time ago, but we moved house and I didn't have time to unbox it. In fact, it's still got number 4 written on the box, and that was for having it for customs so that we could bring it back from Portugal back into England. So I'm just reading up on it and seeing what the Cosori air fryer is all about. Apparently it's a premium 5.5 litre air fryer. It uses up to 85% less fat than traditional fried foods. It's got air crisp technology, evenly fries, bakes, grills, roast food using little to no oil, which is very similar to the other air fryers I've used. The one thing it's got, which I think drives a lot of people crazy when it comes to new kitchen gadgets, is a touch screen display with a lot of different buttons. And I think the attraction with the Philips air fryer is you've got your temp and your time, and that's about it. And it just makes it a little bit more complicated. But 11 presets will be interesting because I'm an Instant Pot user and most of the presets I never use, so I'm interested to see how this compares. Oh, and plus you get a 100 recipe cookbook inside. Now, let me show you the front of it so that you can see what it's like. They have an air fryer oven as well, but unfortunately, like most things, England's late to jump on the party wagon. But having said that, we got the air fryer first, so it's quite surprising that when these new air fryers come out, we're now last to get them, which is such a shame. But I'm really looking forward to trying this and seeing what all the fuss is about. Well, I've never opened the Cosori box, so I have absolutely no idea what's included. So let's have a look, shall we? Wow, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so we've got a quick reference guide, which are always important when you're starting out with a new gadget you haven't used before. And then polystyrene, which always gets on my nerves, but it's always very good for when you're packaging up your gadgets. Oh, and we've got a massive folder here. I've never seen such a fancy folder before when you've got your gadgets. And you've got your user manual, you've got your little recipe book, and then you've got a thank you from Cosori. Philips has never given us a thank you, has it, Dominic? Now that's impressive. So, now this is the actual main air fryer unit. I'm just going to lean it forward like this. Dominic's going to grab the bottom, and we're going to move that box out the way so we can have a closer look. Wow, it's all nicely packaged up. Yes, just as I expected, because they knew we were in Portugal at the time, it is on a European plug. The downside recently is that we're trying to move everything onto a UK plug, but we've still got some charger units available in the cupboard, so we should be able to find one to plug it in and see what it does. So, still got all its sellotape and stuff on, and wow, it's very well packaged. Like I say, our Philips has never been like this. Or maybe it has, because Dominic always unpacks it for me and I'm never in the room. And then, of course, it's got something else on here that I can't get off. Can you get that off, Dominic? That's got a little covering on it. Oh, there we go, we're in. I think that was because of all the packaging on it was making it difficult to open. But yeah, that's all good. So, let's move it all over so we can show you the basket. Right, more packaging. So, for your main air fryer unit, you've got your basket and your base to go with your basket. It's a different style of basket to what we use with the Philips air fryer. I've been told, compared to the Philips, because we've used mainly Philips, is that because of the design of it, it's not as non-stick in comparison. So this means on here, I would recommend a spray of olive oil before cooking anything. And then this of course is your main unit, and it's got lots of useful information on the front for you. For example, it says before getting started, there's plastic inside, make sure to pull it all out and separate it onto a countertop, and remove all plastic before plugging in, which is fair enough. And then exactly the same information but in different languages. So obviously more catered towards us when we lived in Portugal. And then of course you've got a warmer on the top, which has things like remind you of how hot it gets, do not press button while moving or shaking basket, and do not fill with oil. That is because some people assume that it's like a deep fat fryer and you just fill it with oil, but in reality you just add oil to the food. By this we mean that what you would do is, say if you were doing some French fries, you would toss the French fries in a bowl with about half a tablespoon of olive oil before adding to the air fryer basket, and that's how it's done instead. So, if you can see those yourself, that's everything that's on it. And we've still got plenty of packaging. I can't believe how well packaged this is. Looks absolutely amazing. And then once you've got your label off the front, well, the top, and then it's time for this one. As it says peel. Oh wow, that sparkling thing, the new air fryer, because I'll tell you, you know, they always feel like they need a 10-minute polish every time because of all the sticky fingerprints from the kids and things. So it's nice to see the unit. Oh, I found even more packaging. Wow, I just can't believe how much packaging there is. I'm just having a look inside, make sure there's nothing else to worry about. There isn't. And let me just give you a quick tip when you're using this. I'm not used to having this on here because it's totally different to some of the other air fryers we've used. But what you need to do is you need to push it that way, like that, and then they come apart. So it's that bit of the button there. And then you've got to, Dominic's sniggering at me now. You know, brand new air fryer, not used it before. I know I'm an air fryer expert, but I'm not with the Cosori yet. So there it is. It's nice and secure, as you can. Oh, it's got a steady grip on it there. So that's everything that's included. So you've got your main air fryer unit. You've got the basket, which fits nicely in. You have got your recipe cookbook. You've got your thank you from Cosori. You've got your quick reference guide. So that's probably a bit like the kind of stuff you get from recipethis.com, where you get cooking times and that kind of thing. Then you've got your user manual. Then you've got the gorgeous cute little folder that it came in. And we better not forget about all the packaging that comes with it. You know, you'll need a good recycling bin for all that. And the box is going to be perfect for placing in our utility and adding all our Cosori accessories to it. So don't throw out your box because they are fantastic for using again. Well, for our Cosori frozen French fries, we're going to use McCain. They are our favourite brand when it comes to potatoes that are frozen for the air fryer. And these are your typical frozen fries. Perfect size. And ideal for serving for dinner with your burgers. We don't want to overcrowd it, so I'm not going to put a full portion in. I'm just going to spread them out a bit and then see how they do. And then in they go like that. Then what I recommend you do is that you add a spray of extra virgin olive oil. This is a bottle that Dominic made for me, and it was an old rapeseed bottle of oil, and he refilled it for me with extra virgin, and it's brilliant for spraying on food in the air fryer. Notice that you're not putting food on the actual air fryer, you're putting it on the food. That's the important thing about air fryer cooking. And then once they've been sprayed, it's time to put the air fryer basket back in the Cosori unit. And then you want to press on, and then for setting the time and temp, you want to be looking at 180 Celsius, and you want to be putting that down to 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit. And then you want to press the time and temp button again, and you want to be getting the time all the way down to 7 minutes. Then we can check on the fries and see if they need a bit longer, because you know this is our first time using the Cosori air fryer, and we want to see how it compares to the Philips air fryer, and they are quite thin cut fries too. And then press start. And we're going. And these are what the fries look like so far. They're cooked now, but I haven't got a crisp on them that I really like on my French fries. So just giving them another spray. And then if you're wondering about shaking your air fryer basket, simply do something like this. Move them about a bit and stops them sticking, and really does help with fries. And then back in it goes. Turn it on again, and now you're looking for a temperature of 200 Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of just 5 minutes, because now it's all about making your fries crispy. And then press start. And we've beat. Now let's check on our fries, shall we? I will figure out how to get into this basket. I noticed this is my biggest complaint so far after giving it a test drive, is that it's so hard to open the basket. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I've noticed a lot of the YouTube videos don't actually show it being opened, so maybe it's a universal problem. But as you can see, these fries are perfectly cooked. And now it's time to load them into my favourite dish. This is my favourite one. And the kids love theirs, with a bit of mayonnaise, and then they can pretend they're in Belgium. And wow, I just love the crisp on them. I can just feel that texture. They're absolutely fantastic. So you can't say the Cosori doesn't do a good job of French fries. I'm just not as keen on it at the moment compared to how I feel about the Philips air fryer or the Power air fryer oven. But you never know, it might grow on me. And these are the chicken wings that we'll be using and cooking from frozen in the Cosori. You know, I always notice they're always hot and spicy, the wings, when they sell them in the UK and in Europe. You know, I'd much rather just have Chinese flavour, but they'll do for an experiment to see how the Cosori performs with frozen wings. So let's get them open, shall we? I'm using the brand Farm Foods. It's nice, cheap frozen foods brand here in England. Wow, these chicken wings, even though they're still frozen, they do look fantastic, and I can't wait to see how they perform in the air fryer. Right, it's open, and let's pop some in, shall we? I recommend doing this with a hand rather than just shoveling your bag in, because what happens when you shovel your bag in is that all the little bits of breadcrumbs from them end up in your air fryer basket and make it absolutely filthy. You can of course do as few or as many as you want, though don't overfill your air fryer basket, because then you won't have an even cook on them. So that's how many I've decided to do. I've still got about 3 or 4 left in the bag, but those will do. This is only really Sophia in our house that really loves wings. So that's the wings that we're going to be doing. I'm going to give them a quick spray because it just helps for crisping them up for once they're done. So I'll give it a quick spray, and then it's ready for the air frying. Turn on your Cosori. And would you believe it, the time and temp that's currently set on it is what I'm recommending for you today, which is 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and a cook time of 15 minutes. I normally do my air fryer frozen chicken wings for about 12 minutes, but these ones are really big compared to the ones I normally do, and I don't want to end up overcooking them. And then press start. And we've baked. And wow, these smell great. I just want a little bit more crisp on them. So I'm going to add an extra couple of minutes at a higher temperature just to help with the crisp and just to finish them off. So turn it on, and then you want to press the time and temp button, and you want to put the temperature up to 200 Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit, and then cook time down to just 2 minutes, and then press start. And we've baked. So let's check on our wings, shall we? And wow, that wonderful sizzling sound from just cooked chicken wings. And the kids heard it coming as well, because all 3 kids have piled into the kitchen and are waiting for some of these frozen wings. Now it's just time to plate them up and obviously enjoy. I love how crispy they are. And you can't fault the Cosori for crisping up your chicken wings. It's absolutely perfect. And of course you can use fresh ones as well. It doesn't have to be frozen. I just find that with frozen, it's a fantastic starting point. You know, you can just have your food already there, throw it in, and just see what the air fry is like and if it's right for you. And then place it back in. And there you have it. Perfectly cooked chicken wings. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more great videos, check out 1,000+ free kitchen gadget recipes at recipethis.com, join the weekly newsletter at RecipeThis too, or let's get to know each other. Comment below with where you are from and which kitchen gadget you own.